All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So now I'm doing my recap of the Liverpool and the Arsenal game. And let's get one thing straight here. I knew that Liverpool were going to get a win over Arsenal today because if you compare Arsenal's squad and Liverpool's squad, obviously Liverpool, they have the far better talents compared to Arsenal. And in my honest opinion, one thing that I hope people won't be doing is saying that Arteta should get sacked because it's like, what do you expect Arteta to do? It's like Arteta recently, he's been proving that, if you just let him do his thing, then he can take Arsenal somewhere. But the thing is, I feel like that Arteta doesn't have the right players to work with at Arsenal, okay? That's my main thing about Arsenal, because if you look at their recent Premier League streak, I mean, come on, they've been doing really well in the Premier League in the last, I have to say, probably month and a half right now. But unfortunately, man, I feel like that today Arsenal, they just caught a really bad break against Liverpool because, man, Liverpool today, they were absolutely dominant on both sides of the pitch. I mean, just absolutely countering Arsenal, just being able to open up Arsenal's defense. And, one thing that I think Arsenal need to improve on right now is their defense, because if Arsenal are supposed to be a Premier League team that are going to be taken seriously, if Arsenal want to go back to their old invincible days, they need a defense, first of all, because I look at this Arsenal back four, and this Arsenal back four just isn't really that good, in my honest opinion. Well, in other terms of, them being able to compete against the big six clubs, I think Arsenal don't have that defense to compete, especially for the Champions League, because, I mean, just today, this game just showed to you that Arsenal, they still have a lot of work to do. That's one thing I want to say, though. Arsenal, I feel like that they're on the right path, but they just, like I said before, people need to learn how to trust the process with Arteta. Even though Arsenal completely got battered today by Liverpool, I feel like that there's nothing. Well, one thing I want to say though about this game is that I lost kind of how many times Arsenal kept on losing possession, because that's the thing about Arsenal. They didn't have any flow of rhythm in this game. And if you want to be a team like Liverpool, you can't afford to keep losing the ball like that. And that's what I think was the biggest weakness today with this Arsenal team, is them just constantly losing possession of the ball left and right. And unfortunately, if you're going to do that against a good team like Liverpool, then Liverpool are going to take advantage of that. And sure enough, man, Liverpool just did. And that's what I call, football efficiency. Because think about Liverpool's football team is that they are a very efficient Premier League team, meaning that if they see you making mistakes, they're going to make you pay for it. That's just the way how Liverpool play, and sure enough, this Arsenal game just showed it today, man. And of course, obviously, when it comes to Arsenal, man, I feel like that if they give Arteta the right time to get the right players, get players that can actually, help out his system, then sooner or later, I see great things ahead for Arsenal, because I would love to see Arsenal go back to their old glory days. It's like they've been a laughingstock for how many years now in the Premier League, and it's like Arsenal, obviously, man, a very tough loss for them, but what can you do, man? Liverpool, they just got the better of Arsenal today. That's the one thing you can say, And, I don't think Arteta's to blame for this loss, because it's like, how is it his fault that, for example, the players can't hold on to the ball? Because it's like they're acting like Arteta is supposed to sub himself on as manager. And I'm talking about the people that want Arteta out. They're acting like in this game, Arteta is supposed to come on and sub him on as a player from a manager, like how Ryan Giggs did with Manchester United back in, 2014, when he subbed himself on as a manager for a player, that type of thing. Like, they're expecting him to do that. It's like, come on, it doesn't work that way. At the end of the day, yes, Arteta, maybe he should take responsibility, but at the same time, the players need to learn how to hold on to the damn ball, okay? Because it's absolutely ridiculous that the Arsenal players today just couldn't hold on to the damn ball. They just kept losing possession left and right, not being able to have any flow and creativity in midfield. Like, yeah, that's going to hurt Arsenal in my eyes. That's what I think Arsenal's biggest weakness is they need to find some flow and creativity in midfield if they want to be, more consistent and just, be able to compete against the big six Premier League teams, So that's my honest take on this game, guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more football videos.